The Clockmaker's letter. December 19 arrived with air so clear that even time itself seemed to pause. Snowflakes drifted slowly, as if hesitating to land, and the world glowed in a faint golden light. Miss Sophie sat by the window, gazing out over the valley of the stars. Something in the air felt different, a quiet waiting. She could sense it in her pause, that subtle restlessness that always came when something old began to stir. Wimsey was busy sewing a new hat, this one so large she almost disappeared inside it. If we going out to the mountains, she said firmly, I need something that protects me from cold, frost, and adventure. Miss Sophie smiled. You can't protect yourself from a winter, Wimsey. That's something you learn. She was just about to rise when the wind caught the door. It opened with a sigh, not like an ordinary gust, but as though the air itself was breathing. A swirl of snow drifted inside, and at its center, a small piece of parchment floated down to the floor. Wimsey jumped up. A letter! If it's from the shadow, I refuse to read it without a cup of cocoa. Miss Sophie picked up the letter. The paper was old, but the ink still shimmered faintly with warmth. The seal bore the image of a clock's gear, the same symbol she had seen in the clockmaker's workshop in the chapter about the secrets of time. She opened it carefully. Dear Bear of Light, it read. Time calls to you. The heartbeat grows stronger, but the guardian seal is broken. The gate in the mountain must be opened before the night reach its final hour. Follow the trail of light, but remember, even time can freeze if the heart hesitates. The Clockmaker. Miss Sophie read the words out loud. The silence that followed was heavy, not fearful but filled with meaning. He's alive, said Wimsey softly, or at least his time is. Miss Sophie folded the letter. When we must follow the call. They gathered their things, the ice rose, the lamp, and the nearly melted key. Glimpsed, or Eddie, that he remembered that his was his name, patted over and brushed against Miss Sophie's paw. The mountains, he asked. The mountains, she replied, where times hid us. They set off at dusk. The snow lay deep, and the sky grew darker with every step. But ahead of them, like a road of stars, glimmered a path of light. It moved like a current, small sparks flowing through the valley and up toward the mountains. It's the Clockmaker's trail, said Vincent, breathing hard. He left it so we wouldn't get lost. Oh, said Miss Sophie, so we remember where we came from. The mountains loomed before them, what's silent and covered in snow. Each stone gleamed like silver, and the wind carried a faint ticking sound as if a clock were hidden deep within the cliffs. When they reached the base of the highest mountain, they stopped. Before them stood a wall of ice, smooth, clear, and alive. In its center shimmered a shape, round and precise, like a clock without hands. The gate, whispered Miss Sophie. Wimsey stepped closer. It looks closed. Miss Sophie lifted the key. It glowed faintly, as if it recognized the place. not forever. She touched the eyes with the key. Light rippled through the gate, revealing a pattern, gears, stars, and lies of time. The wind grew stronger, and a voice drifted through the air. Time opens only for those who dare to let it go. Miss Sophie closed her eyes. She thought of everything she had learned and lived. The letter, the shadow, the Frost King, Wimse, and Eddie the Glimt. All the moments that had led her here. She pressed the key against the center of the gate. Then let time go, she said. Light burst from the gate, and a rush of air filled the valley. The snow rose in spirals, and the mountains echo with a deep resonated sound, like a clock beginning to strike again. When the light faded, the gate stood open. Beyond it lay not darkness, but a soft golden glow, as if the sun itself waiting on the other side. Come, said Miss Sophie, turning to Wimse and Eddie the Glimt. Time is calling. Together they stepped through the gate, and the world around them shimmered like moving glass. Light, snow, and memory blended into one, and from somewhere in the distance came the sound of a bell, beating like a heart, awaking once more. That was the end of chapter 19. And tomorrow you can hear about the heart that remembers if you dare to come back. Merry Christmas.